Hello all. Boy, do I ever have a wild story for you today. You'll never guess what happened to me. Okay, so I'm gonna say roughly 3-4 hours ago, I was not here. I was over right about, I guess, there. Over there, there's an A&W, and I needed to use the washroom, so I went in there, and I was doing my thing, of course. It's a very, small enclosed space, not very pleasant. What do you expect? It's a washroom of a homogeneous fast food chain. But I was sorting through the stuff in my backpack because I just compulsively lose stuff, so I try to have a backpack or a fanny pack. Yes, I said fanny pack. What? Fanny packs are handy. I don't care if they make me look like an idiot. I'm just not losing my wallet or my phone. Anyways, so I'm going through my stuff, and I guess, I'm trying to piece together what exactly kicked this off, but I'm thinking this is what happened. So I had a little baggie of K, a little bag full of powder. Pull it out, move it into, I fold it into my scale. My scale looks like, it's a really cool scale. It looks like one of those bricks, those charging bricks, that you bring with you to charge your phone or whatever if it's low on battery. So I'm folding it into there, and I look down in the stall, and I noticed that on the ground there's a sheath for a kukri, one of those little knives, it's got the little edge like that. They're very small, but they're very sharp, and they're kind of like a little fang. I'm this is strange. I swear that wasn't there before. So a very weird feeling comes over me, and I open the door, and here's this guy and I'm 6'3". This guy was bigger than me. He had about the same build as me, but he did have a muscular tone as well, and he had a red bandana around his face, and in one hand, bear spray. Boom! Instant flashback to when I got bear sprayed. And I was just thinking, oh God, if he lets that off in this washroom, we are both screwed. Again, very enclosed space, like a smaller space than, from say there to where I am, and behind me. A very small space. It was 10 by 10 kind of thing. And just enough space for one toilet where you can sit down, and a urinal. But in his other hand was the kukri, and it was unsheathed, obviously, because the sheath was on the ground, and he's just kind of up against the wall, standing very tall up against the wall, kind of it's weird. He just folded out almost like a spider, just looking down at me, and I'm immediately I put my hand in my pocket to grab, because I had my own kukri, which has a very heavy handle on it, and the handle has a ring. So I actually rely more on that thing, not for the knife itself, because, you know, like, defense situations are one thing, but, like, you know, having to explain a stab wound is another. So, the reason I carry this thing with me is because the heavy handle in that ring, it kind of makes it like a little knuckle duster. So, like, I could basically, like, sock someone really hard with a heavy piece of metal if I wanted to. And so I grabbed that, but the person that I am, diplomatic person that I am, I go, you know, but, you know, first hands on this thing, and I'm like, what's going on, man? And he was like, yo, fucking, you shit, give me your shit. And I was like, dude, like, you're after the wrong guy, man. Like, I barely got any change on me, let alone money. Like, and he was like, well, jib down. And I was like, no, I don't have any of that stuff. I don't do that stuff. I don't sell that stuff. I don't mess with that stuff. And I was like, I have some weed. I can smoke a joint with you if you want, dude. And he was like, it was so strange. His demeanor completely changed, and he was like, he like kind of shrugged down from the wall and like was like, oh, damn it, I knew you were a nice guy. I can't do this to a nice guy. And I'm like, yeah, dude, you don't have to do this, man. You don't have to do this. And like, he was like, fuck. You know what, man? Sorry, I'm just like, I'm hurting. I'm really desperate. And I'm like, yeah, that was cool. And you know, it was like, I've been there, but, well, you know, I've been close to that, you know. I just, you know, I was like, get the fuck out. So he's like, starts apologizing to me, and at that point, I just like take my cue to leave, and I'm like, walking out the door, and he's following me, and he's talking, and he's like, oh yeah, like, you know, I'm just so desperate right now, and and you know, my heart kind of started going out to the guy, because I could tell, like, this is why a lot of crime happens, because people, like, who are looking for a fix because they're trying to treat something that isn't being adequately treated, are so desperate they're having to turn to violence, something they ordinarily wouldn't do, you know, if they had everything they needed in life, right? And you know, so he kind of backed down. I mean, for all I know, my words meant nothing, and he was gonna just fold anyways. But I mean, I do believe, like, I managed to, like I was dressed, I don't know, like, I was going on vacation to Hawaii, or like to go golfing or something. That was like my outfit. My outfit was very like colorful and like almost like very dorky looking today. So I probably didn't look like a like super like threatening guy, or like someone who, you know, deserves to be rolled or whatever. But like I remember, like, outside the NW, he was like, oh fuck, man, you don't have a smoke, do you? And I was like, bro, I'm sorry, I like just quit smoking. I literally just quit smoking. I'm like, all I got are these things. And he's like I'm, you know, I'm like kind of, as I'm saying this, I'm like kind of stepping backwards towards the gates, which are like right behind me, because if I get on the other side of the gates, then I can get the fuck out of there and just on the SkyTrain. And yeah, so he's like, he starts describing a friend of his, and he's like, oh, if you're gonna be here for a while, and you see a woman that looks like this, I'm like, dude, I am gone in like under a minute. Like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'm sorry, dude. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I was like, but I said, I was like, cause I was like, I've been an addict, and I've had, feelings of like, I would do anything to feel normal again, kind of thing. I've had that. I've known what that's like. Where, because that's the thing. Addiction, it fucks you up in a way that it like tricks your like evolutionary mechanisms. So you think that, the drug is something you need to survive, and so like I think that just like really tweaks people's behavior, and then that ends up just causing crime that like it just really doesn't need to happen. That like people are getting like proper treatment or proper supply or whatever they needed, that people wouldn't have to resort to shit like this. But I mean, at the end of the day though, I just gotta say I'm really glad he did not set off that can of bear spray, because I've been bear sprayed, and it was probably one of the worst experiences of my life. I mean, I immediately dumped milk in my eyes, because there's a coffee shop around the corner, like it was like from like right there. I think I told this story on my channel. Yeah, I was pretty much in a fetal position, like crying like a baby. It's it's meant to take down bears, and in a little like tiny washroom. Not good. I mean, the guy was like clearly a little bit like what do they call it? Like excited delirium, like mess psychosis sort of thing. He's a little loopy, but he was hurting, and so he needed a fix. And, so that meant he probably was gonna go do that to someone else. No, I did not report him to the cops or anything. I just really wanted to fucking leave after that. I was just, after that, just I've had fucking people pull knives on me, and, but shit like that, and, like, it's just that, there's situations that can happen that can, like, in an instant, that, like, oh, this is gonna completely throw off everything in my life. In like 2 seconds, and like, it felt like it could have become one of those situations, especially with a knife. That was a very musical boat. I don't know if you heard that. Sounded like Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Anyways, yeah, that's the story about it. Pretty much almost got mugged today. Or, well, I mean, I pretty much did get... Well, no, I didn't... I guess it's like, you technically have only been mugged if they actually took your shit. But the guy tried to mug me anyways. And I managed to talk my way out of it, I think. Like, again, as I said, he could have just, like, even if I just said nothing at all, like, if I just, if I just pissed my pants and stood there shivering, he may have still gone, oh, fuck, I can't do this. I don't know. But, I'm still gonna say, this is a good example of why diplomacy before violence. try to be civil, even when you're looking something, even when you're looking a predator in the eyes, man. Just see if you can be civil. And then, I guess just, yeah, tango. Fucking tango. What else can I say? Anyways, I got school tomorrow. I'm going to bed.